Broadcasting live from the Brent Morrison Bomb Shelter and Missile Silos in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin. It's Tuesday Modern. Hello everyone, I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, and I have no idea what happened starting again because for some reason it all just decided to shut down. So we start the game in progress. We have Master Snell against Mike Sr. Mike Sr.'s on the Burnination. And Master Snell is on Amulet Titan. There we go. Okay. And it looks like Snell is down to 8 life already, and Senior is still at a respectable 20. There comes the hard-casted Primeval Titan under a Blood Moon, which Mike Senior is very good at main decking. So, let's see here. Let's see if Andrew has any kind of answer to do it with. There's the Blood Moon. I see the Bad Moon rising. That's not Bad Moon, that's Blood Moon. Bad Moon is in Modern, though. It's a black card that is an anthem for all black creatures. So Snow's gonna get, he has 3 forests and a whole bunch of mountains, thanks to Mike's meddling. Snow also has a Primeval Titan on the board. There he is. Yeah, when he comes into play or attacks like all Titans do, Mike's gonna Boros Charm Snell down to 1, it looks like. And Taylor Swiftspear has 2. Yep. Not going to attack through the Titan, so this is where we're sitting at. Snell plays an Azusa Code Amber. Primetime goes attacking, gets no blocks. So hits Mike 4-6. That big beefy body. And Snow does have Azusa now on the table. Not going to do much as long as it does give him a Swiftspear blocker. So until Mike can draw some sort of burn. And I think there might be something in hand. Is he just going to hard cast the what he should do is just hard cast the Rift Bolt. I think that's a Rift Bolt in hand. Just cast it. Any burn spell will kill Snow. Any burn spell. Yep. Oh, and Snow's going to die on his own terms. Snell cannot pay the 5 to live through the Pact of Negation. Pact of Negation, of course, is a 0 to cost spell to counter a spell. And the caveat is you have to spend 5, including 2 blue manas, on your next upkeep, or you lose the game. And Snell valiantly, that's the word I'm looking for, goes out under his own terms, and Mike in the Burnination continues his swath through the countryside. So now we're going to get some sideboard action. Snell going to bring in the enchantment destruction, enchantment removal, maybe more counter magic. It's hard to know what exactly Snell's going to bring in against the against the burn, but we're going to find out. And it looks like Senior might be bringing in some Oh no. You should bring in anti-artifact to just get rid of the amulet as much and as fast as possible. But we're both back up to 20. And yeah. So I would like to welcome everybody back to Tuesday Nitro from the Zone. They're not using the brand. I might as well. Let's see here. I'll be sure to remove the oopsie upload from YouTube. But, I mean, it is what it is, right? Things happen. Yeah, that's fine. All right. All right, fantastico. Let's go ahead and throw a mute up on that. All right. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's modern fighting time. All right, Senior draws his 7. Snell opens up his hand of volley 7. And while they're deciding how they want to keep, ooh, I see Lava Spike, I see Taylor Swiftspear, I see the Sacred Foundry, and lots of burn in Mike's hand. Snell going digging with an Ancient Stirrings. While he goes looking, I can talk about my background tonight. Continuing my February 2019 theme, we have Dark Heart of the Woods. I guess I could just hide. Oh, hide. So you can see the dark heart. Dark heart right there. It's a dark heart of the woods. Anyway, had to go with the original art. There's nothing like the dark for Dark Heart of the Woods. I mean, it's so good. The other one is more of a metaphorical heart. This is a literal dark heart in the woods. Taylor Swiftspear goes attack and gets in for 1. Snell has no blocks. Gains a life. Apparently gains 2. How do you feel about that, Taylor? I'm super happy to be here. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Mike Sr. Suspending a Rift Bolt. Snell gets attacked for 1-2 from Taylor and 1-2-3 from the Lava Spike to the face. That's right. I don't do to him. Calm down there, Taylor. Don't you tell me to calm down. Snell drops down a tappy land, but with no amulet, there's no untapping to be had. Mike gets to untap, and during the upkeep, he's going to throw 3 at Snell's face. Puts him down to 13. Taylor gets a +1/+1 tone a turn. Another Swiftspear. And that's my twin sister, Travis Swiftspear. Yeah. Anyway, Mike puts down a Sacred Foundry. Not shocking. Bolting to the face. 1, 2, 3. That makes it a 3 and a 2. Coming in for 5 more. Snell goes to 5 immediately. Woo! Doggy. Thank goodness he gained 2 life, or else he would be immediately in bolt range. And Snell's got to do something here. He could use Azusa. It looks like he's going to play the... he's going to get Swiftspears off the board because there's an Engineered Explosives on 1. And he's going to replay that land to give him 2 life. And Swiss Beers are just sitting there waiting to get blown up. Mike's probably just going to be, or Snell's probably inclined to just let him sit back and make him attack with him to blow it up, but we'll find out here. Or leave it unless Mike is threatening with lethal. Because right now they're just 2 power. And that's a skull crack. Snell can't gain life, and he's just going to blow up everything with a 1 power on the board right now. And there goes Taylor. Oh, was that a... What dealt 4? I don't know. Maybe it was a Searing Blood. Snell's going to put down a Orochi Scout. There's Sakura Tribe Scout. And a Walking Ballista on 1. I'm not afraid of no Walking Ballista. I'm gonna come get him. I'm gonna get him. Yeah, I know, Taylor. I know. Settle down. Settle down. And it looks like Snell just could not get anything done. Burn doing as Burn do and get in very quickly, very strongly, very powerfully. Do 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 do. Okay, let's see here. Let's bring up the standings. Snell picks up his 5th loss. Falls 2 under 500. Is at a disappointing 3-5 to get started here in 2019. Senior, on the other hand, starts us off with his first showing, a mad 1-0 and 0. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Now let's try to find out, who do we want up next? Is it gonna be Damien? I think I kind of want to see Damien up next. He could be playing against Burn, which could be very bad for Burn, because Damien is on Boggles tonight. So let's see if the walkies are going to correspond tonight. I would like Damien up next game. Damien. What was that? Sorry, one more time. Yes, I want Damien. I need to replace to replace okay, so I think the message is going out. Yes, Damian, not Danzy. We'll do Danzy in the third round unless he plays Damian here in the second round. Let's see here. Going through Tinder and I found the perfect woman for Calvin. Her room includes a ruby poster, a low and Vulpix plushie. Go get her, Cal. Console collector. Anyway, it is magic time, Justin. Mr. Magic Justin with the purple eyes. So, I picked up a couple cards for one of my EDH decks. Pendril Miss and Spelltithe Enforcer. I'm just looking to tax the hell out of anybody who plays against my Augustin. But yeah, hey, glad you showed up. We're right in between rounds 1 and 2. Apparently, Amulet Titan isn't fantastic against Burn. And Burn do as Burn does, and we got done in 2 very quick games. We do have Kenny Bovan playing off against he's facing off against the captain, so we got Stupidtron versus Stupid Miracles, and we currently have Boggles v Delver. Is it Delver? I think it's Is it Delver. But aside from that, doing pretty good. We do have 6 tonight, and let's see here. We got a little bit of time. I'm gonna spin the randomizer until oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. So we gotta start off. Picked up an older card again. This one's from Urza's Legacy. Taken a little aback by it. It isn't uncommon, so and anybody who played during Legacy knows the art, but that doesn't matter. All right. Today we're looking at Darkwatch Elves. She's a 2/2 for 3, protection from black, cycling. What do you think of the new possible mulligan rules? Give me half a second to find out what the new mulligan rule says. New mulligan rule. Oh, excuse me. Good Lord. That's not good. Yeah, that's it. Mythic Championship format, the London Test. February 21. Okay. First Mythic Championship. First week announcing format Mythic Championships 8 to 12 weeks prior to the event, which is right about now. And Mythic Championship, you can watch the announcement video or check it out. London Mulligan. For Mythic Championship 2 in London, we're going to be trying out a new mulligan rule that we have been playtesting internally for some time. We believe the new rule smooths out opening hand decisions even more, though it certainly has some implications for formats like Modern. The rule we'll be testing in London is as such. When you mulligan for the nth time, you draw 7 cards. Then put cards on the bottom of your library in any order. So for example, let's say you're taking your second mulligan of the game, what we often call a mull to 5. You will draw 7 cards, select 2, and place those 2 on the bottom of your library in any order. Then you would decide whether to keep the mulligan again. Wait, what? So, wait, why then decide? That doesn't make sense. You should just draw 7, decide to keep it, and if you do, then dip it to the bottom. I don't like that. I like it better is like, okay, it's like, oh, let me think, can I work with these 5? Well, I'm going to pitch these 2. Can I really work with these 5? No, I'm going to go again. I don't like that. I don't like that. That aspect of it. Okay. While we have been testing this mulligan rule internally for a while, we are treating this tournament as a test. Once our game designers have reviewed the tournament, spoken to players, and looked at the data, we'll decide whether to implement the mulligan rule wider. Since the announcement of the London Mulligan test, we've received a number of questions about the specific interactions with the card Serum Powder. As noted in the official rules for the Mulligan, putting cards from your hand on the bottom of your library is the last step of completing the Mulligan before deciding whether to keep or take another Mulligan. At the point where Serum Powder checks whether you could mulligan, the number of cards in your hand will already have been reduced by 1 for each previous mulligan you have taken. For example, if you mulligan twice, then the third set of 7 cards that you see contains a Serum Powder. You'll first have to put 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of your library, then assuming you still have the Serum Powder in hand, assumptions, you can choose to exile your hand and draw 5 new cards, mulligan again, or keep your hand. Wow, that's a lot of, okay. Again, it sounds more complicated than actually doing it, and people are just going to intentionally not understand how this works. In practice, we expect players to shortcut the process by putting cards from their hand on the bottom of the library, then intend to mulligan again. Since it typically won't matter outside of Serum Powder specific interactions, that will be an acceptable shortcut at any level of the rules enforcement. Okay. So, yeah, you decide off the 7, but no. Yeah, no, you decide off the 7. No, technically, you decide off the negative nth hand. Because it says you draw, after you've decided, you draw 7, tuck X cards, and then decide to mulligan or not. But no, it's not worded badly. I mean, you'll be able to decide off the 7, but technically, again, you're supposed to tuck and then decide. But it doesn't matter which order you do it because you're either keeping it or you're not. I get it. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. This seems very well, it feels very combo friendly. I'm not gonna lie on that one. It definitely feels combo friendly. I likes me combo decks. I likes me white wonky decks, and if they implement the new London Mulligan, then yes, I will be a fan, because I've been wanting to play Boggles again more, and that deck mulligans more than any deck I have ever seen. And the to be able to draw 7 again, and then just tuck however many you don't need, it gives you that much more chance for a ley line. It gives you that much more chance for getting your creature with some good enchantments. I'm just using Boggles as an example here. You can insert your own deck if you want, but this seems really good for my style of deck, as well as blue control. Again, any combo deck is just gonna be great with this, because again, you get to see more cards. I can absolutely see this not going to affect while KCI was a thing, but now that KCI has been neutered down to an Anvil deck, it's I can see it working. I could absolutely see it working. I do like it. I do. I would like to see this implemented. I'd like to see us play test it a little bit. Like, look at that 30 basic. Once. Sugar dying like drinking. Jordan is so much better than Junior. And her sister on. Okay, but no, I like it. So what's my opinion? Yes, sir, I like it. That deserves roundabout, super roundabout. Bam. There we go. There's your answer, Justin. Yes, sir, I like it. Now I want to critique this Dark Watch Elves. Well, she okay, I gotta get my circle. Where is my circle? Bam. Okay. First of all, I want to talk about this jaw. This jaw is so off-center. Look at, okay, let me just wind this out a little bit. Whoop, because we gotta go the whole face here. Alright, you draw a line straight down the Widow's Peak, which this elf has a massive Widow's Peak. Go straight down. I'm gonna say it's because I'm not genderist or anything here, but this body structure, this head says female, this body structure says male. So I mean, and it's an elf. I mean, elves are so androgynous anyway. I'm just gonna go with Shim. Now, draw a line straight down Shim's face, and you'll notice that like Shim's got this this Rocky Balboa busted nose going on. Shrink that down there. I got this busted nose that the nose is going this way, while the rest of the jaw is locked in this way. So as the nose angles to the right, the jaw juts out to the left, giving it this like, it looks like somebody. Giving it this Ron Perlman style jawline. Oh my god. I gotta get one where he doesn't have a beard. Wow, that might actually be a really, really good one. So I have got to minimize all this. All right. So in my opinion, this elf's the lower half, like from the bridge of the nose down, has just got this Ron Perlman-esque jawline, and I mean, it's great. I mean, Ron Perlman's amazing, but he's not an elf. And it's a weird aesthetic to go with an elf. Also, with the shadowing, it looks like this elf has just a massive wad of chaw stuck in this cheek. You know, it looks like Shim's about to, he's like, "Come on, boys, let's go get it." I mean, you just got this weird shadow here. There's definitely something going on inside that mouth, and I'm gonna say it's chaw. You'd be like, it's a tongue. It could just be like a puffy cheek. No, I'm gonna go with a chaw chewing elf. Whew. And that's more interesting to me than anything else. Secondly, we are apparently the thing that it's watching. Because as we're watching now, it could be the thing that's standing behind us, which is a little bit more scary. And I also love, you know, that this elf has, you know, a warrior shield, is wearing a carapace, and a stick with a thorn in it. That constitutes the elvish military. Is like, I've got this here stick, and I've got this here thorn sticking out of it, and I got this knot right here that if I hit somebody with the knot, it's gonna hurt them really bad. And then way down here by my hand, I got this other thorn. I don't know why it's there. It doesn't make any sense why I would have a thorn. I guess it counts as kind of like a hilt for me to grab onto, but no, I'm gonna point at you with my blunt stick with a thorn sticking out of it. And you know, it's like, ooh, yeah, you were so intimidating with your Vegeta haircut and your thorn-ridden board. And it's like, oh, you black creature, you stay back. I got me thorn stick. And this is Hazeltine. Hazeltine is the artist on this. How goes Damien?
Just like Pokemons.
Huh?
Just like caught new Pokemons.
How to do Pokemons? Oh, you caught a new Pokemons. Oh, is it out there?
It's by the Shine Shrine.
Ah.
damn it when I walked down there.
As I whooped him in two. Oh, you got the circle out. What are you doing now?
I'm looking at this weird aesthetic. Justin asked me what I felt about the new possible mulligan rules, and I'm like, yes sir, I like it. That's what Mr. Horse is out here, because I like it. I like it. I really do. What I don't like is this elf. Like I was saying, one of my points that I made is this jaw from like the bridge of the nose down is very Ron Perlman. Like the nose is going this way, but the jaw is jutting this way, and it's a weird aesthetic for an elf. And then the other thing that I pointed out is the shadow in this cheek.
Mm-hmm.
That says that Shim's got this big wad of chaw just sticking in the jaw right there. And I can't decide if we're the thing that it's looking at, or if it's looking at the thing behind us. It could go either way. It could just have like really weird lazy eyes.
It could be both.
It could be both, but what I love is apparently the Darkwatch elves don't believe in weaponry, because they've got this blunt stick with a thorn as their go-to weapon.
All of them?
This one's got like a quarterstaff, and apparently I haven't gotten to the background yet. What we have here...
Is one of the plastic people from Doctor Who?
Nope.
I don't think he looks like a plastic person from Doctor Who. All these like Gen 1 Pokemon. Is there an event?
Yeah, today through the next couple days, it's Gen 1 happy.
Oh boy.
Hey, there was an Aerodactyl out earlier. So yes, oh boy.
I catch those by my house for some reason.
Oh, good for you.
I don't know why. There we go. That's the best Rhino.
Mr. Rhinox.
No. The Ace Rhino.
Oh, the Ace Rhino? It's only because you suggested it. Alright. This guy back here is obviously an Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull alien.
You get it, Bob.
See, some people say that my knowledge pool is worthless, and I tend to agree with them. But I'm able to look at a silhouette like this obvious alien wearing a muumuu and call it out as an alien wearing a muumuu. And then we got this hooded guy who has a hood for some reason. Hazeltine, what the world were you doing? And for as detailed as this all seems, there's like no detail in anything.
How much more art has that artist done?
Let's find out how much Hazeltine has done.
Well, how do you feel about the artist strike right now?
There's an artist strike?
Yeah. Several giant Magic names are on it too. Therese Nielsen's on it. There are several other ones because they're not inviting artists to Magic Fest anymore. So there's a huge boycott of all of them. I think there's 60 plus artists on it.
Oh, that's nothing new. That's been going on for a while. It's just another thing that Hasbro doesn't care about.
Oh, no, that's a given.
Artist. Hazeltine.
Team.
Be sure to draw your Hazeltine. Alright, alright. Yeah, it has about the same kind of aesthetic.
Cabal Coffers?
Yeah, Cabal Coffers, Coastal Tower, Aven Rift Watcher, Ass Whoopin', Archaeological Dig, Ancient Spring, Fenelish Heralds, Braidwood Sextant.
I still wish that they wouldn't have put the unartist with the actual artist.
They have to, especially with Unhinged. Unhinged was very artist based.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Isn't her name spoofed, or their name at least, or is it actually Hazeltine?
Well, it's Don Hazeltine. Apparently, this is one of the few cards that isn't listed for Don Hazeltine, just Hazeltine. That is so weird. A couple of them. Oh, it looks like it's just the Urza's Legacy stuff. He must have been going through a phase. But yeah, the other Urza's Legacy card, Get to Encampment, also from Legacy, just listed as Hazeltine. Okay. Wow. So it was a minor phase that didn't take. But yeah,
Painted Field too. Holy crap!
Look at that! Another Legacy card that's just Hazeltine.
He's on a lot of cards.
Tainted Field, Stone Cold Basilisk, Weatherseed Fairies, Web of Inertia, and I can understand it. They're like the most detail in a face that I've seen is the Yavimaya Barbarian, but that's just like more shadow. Everything else is this.
Oh, look at that detail on the Rolling Stones, though. Come on, Bob.
You know what this style of art reminds me of? It reminds me of Aeon Flux art.
Aeon Flux? Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't put that on your stream.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, that's what she looks like. You know what? That's a good approximation right there. I know I shouldn't put it on there.
Aeon Flux is not Twitch approved, probably.
No. Who cares? I keep wanting to call it a her. His art style is very, very mid 90s anime. You know, you got your Aeon Flux, you've got your
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh no, this is not Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop was like the return to really good detailed animation.
I've never seen Cowboy Bebop.
I'm gonna slap the taste out of your mouth.
I love anime, and I've still never watched it. I'm a hipster, Bob. So.
It's your Aeon Flux. It's your it's a little bit a Ninja Scroll. It's a little bit It's just that high detail, no detail, if that makes sense, is like if you just kind of look at it. Akira was like that. It was like all the detail is just in the background, except it looks like Don Hazeltine went to the Drew Tucker School of Background Design. But yeah, it's, you know, we've got this bone carapace, blunt stick, and that's what Shim's gonna use to ward off all them nasty black creatures when it's not getting cycled.
It's totally getting cycled.
It's just, and the other thing that's like weird is like there's a thorn down here too. It could be acting as a hilt, but it's not a blunted thorn.
Maybe she doesn't hit anyone with it. She just whips it and just tries to hope a thorn hits him in the eye.
That would make a lot of sense, but then it would have reach. But there's just a lot going on here, and
maybe she doesn't have reach because of her eye problem. She can't hit that far.
I just love the thought of this very effeminate elvish warrior, like with a big old face of chaw, is like, "Come on, boys, we're gonna bring back the black creatures from the forest." We're
big Texas golfer. Great. Have you caught any Pikachus or Eevees with the new hair?
They're not out yet.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
They're right there.
Oh, they must have just started. So they weren't out earlier.
Danny was telling me about them. I'm like, I don't know.
Is it just new hair? I thought it was.
They have flowers in there.
So it's supposed to be February 27. It's supposed to start tomorrow. Oh, I guess it started today at 1. And we'll go through Thursday.
Yeah, I have to get Fetty candies with this one.
Yeah, I found a Finian. There was a like the baby Bronzong out there.
I don't have one of those either.
He was down at the broken like clock tower.
Mr. Pokemon himself doesn't have a Combi yet.
Who's Mr. Pokemon?
Danny.
Oh, I got a Combi.
Me too.
I got a male one though.
Me too.
There was another Combi down at the clock tower. The clock tower amasses a bunch of stuff. I did complete my Meltan quest though, because on a whim I went out to the Avanti's Dome, and for some reason that spawns a lot of like rock types. And when I got out there, it was just lousy with Laleeps, Anoriths, Kabutos, and Ammonites. So when you get to that stage, head out to the dome. They'll probably be there.
What is it? Kabutops and what's the evolved one on
It's Kabuto. It's Kabuto, Kabutops, Ammonite, Amistar, or
Omastar and Kabuto. They're banning the paper from game right now. The card game.
the what? Why?
Because the printings that came out of Team Up, which is the newest set, if you have them both out, your opponents can't play cards. One of them doesn't allow them to play trainer cards. The other one doesn't allow them to play basic Pokemon. First of all, why would you do that? Second of all, why would you do that?
Seems logical.
So they just outright banned them the second day of the set release.
So do they still only evolve from the fossil?
Yes.
Okay.
But there's also a broken item in the fossils that is Helix, or not Helix fossil, it's some kind of fossil that allows you to evolve past the basics, so you can just straight into Kabutops and everything.
Huh.
It's like a advanced version.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Pokemon kind of put their foot in their mouth. They were
Again.
Like, yeah, well, yeah. They were like,
Oh, that reminds me. What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
yeah. Oh, there's a Pikachu. Oh, it's got the flowers.
Oh, you got the Pikachu? I don't have the Pikachu. I need to turn that off, and I'm just gonna randomly throw at it.
Bob's like, I don't need to randomly throw at that.
Oh, I already missed it. It was the thing that it caught before it popped up.
Aww.
It threw a ball at it. I'm like, So, you know what it means? It means I'm going to have to turn off auto catch. So which one is that's the one.
My last Ultra Ball. It was a great throw. Let's do this.
Alright, so.
I heard the run timer. So, I'll see you later, Bob. Who's on the camera?
You.
Me? Oh, boy.
I have got to replace these walkie-talkies. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut her out. I'm gonna have to have fun with her. Get up, Gimp. Gimp sleeping. I guess you better go wake him up then, shouldn't you? So yeah, I am a fan of the New Mulligan. Wait. Where did? Oh, you're down there. Okay. Remove. All right. So there's a possibility that Snell could be playing Damien. I don't know. Did he say he won or lost? I don't remember. Okay, so Damien 1 and 2. Damien v. Senior. So yes, we have the bad match for Burn. Or the bad match for Boggles. Possibly. Depends on what Damien runs. I need to... It's in here. And it starts with her. There she is. Alright. Alright, so Damien is over on this side. Mike Sr., I don't have to change out Mike Sr. stuff. Yay! Alright, but we do have Damien. And he is on John Cena! Because you can't see him, because you can't touch him. No, that's done. That's much more relevant. I amuse myself. Alright, so we've got box is locked. The lights are on. It's Damien beatdown time. Oh, we are going to be looking for Slippery Boggles. And say Bogle. It doesn't matter what they call it. It's a Boggle. Alright. So, Damien didn't like his 6, so he's going to mull himself down. Let's see here. I need to cut these in. Actually, let's do it right. Alright. Damien's still shuffling. Later. I already got the alpha channel. Fantastic. Alright, I'm going to need to increase that threshold even farther. Okay. Old fashioned. Where's the I thought? There it is. I want you. There we go. Minus 100 occupancy. There we go. Okay. So Damien's hoping to pull a Slippery Boggle or a Glade Cover Scout or something to suit up with all the enchantments in the free world because that's how Boggles works. And it looks like he's starting off with a Marsh Flats or a Misty Rainforest, or it's probably a Shock or a Fetch. So I don't think that says I don't think it's a Windswept Heath. So Senior's going to suspend a Rift Bolt. Damien gets to untap and has another something. Passes. Did he not have a creature? Damien, what did you do? He bolted to the face is what he did. And Senior passes. He's fine just letting Damien. Oh, it's a Horizon Canopy. That's what they say, Horizon. And he's just gonna. What did you keep? Well, I'm just gonna leave that victory right where it is because for some reason Damien decided to keep nothing. Wow. I have no words for that. Just, whoo. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So, I guess he gets to gain 3 life by going 1 game deficit. I'm going to have to find out what he decided to keep in that hand of 6 that made him go, yeah, I can do this. Oh, so much bad. Anyway, okay, Mike is set up for game number 2. Let's hope Damien is able to put up some sort of a fight. All right. Senior's got a bolt and 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 a second land. So 1 land? Is that what I saw? 1 mountain in there? 1 land, possibly, and I think it's a Sacred Foundry. Possibly a Boros Guildgate. But we're starting off with a ley line. Yep, that's going to be a ley line of Sanctity, Damien. Probably Snapcap, because that's going to slow burn down quite effectively, especially with Senior's hands of bolt land. And it looks like it's an Inspiring Vantage, which is the red-white fast land. Damien with planes, and now Windswept Heath? No, it's Razorverge Thicket. His own fast land. And it looks like Senior discarded. Doesn't want to. And there's Glade Cover Scout. Glade Cover Scout is a 1/1 for 1 with Hexproof. And he is paying 1, so he has a Horizon Canopy and puts Rancor on it, I believe. So Damien's starting off strong. And it's Hexproof. You can't even target it. Wait, what? How did he bolt that? It's Hexproof. You play the deck! You know what Hexproof surface. Ugh. Oh, okay. Gonna throw a bolt at that hexproof creature. And there is a Daybreak Coronet. Daybreak Coronet, of course, the best enchantment, best aura in the friggin' game. For 2 mana, it has to already be enchanted. But it does give you a +3/+3 first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. Whoo, diggity. That's a lot. And Damien fetches out and is probably going to shock himself to 16. My God. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna bolt it. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Damien was just a little sleepy or not right in the mind to forget how hexproof works and the reason that the deck is built the way that it's built. But he did pick up the victory, and we are going to a game 2. Oh my goodness. Damien, what are we gonna do with you, buddy? What are we gonna do with you? Yeah. I feel weird having to call out as like, hey, it's not how it works. But hey, it's not how it works. Oh. So anyway, we do get a game 3. It's not like Chalice of the Void, where you can still throw spells at it and it just gets countered. That legitimately is not a legal target. But, you know, again, you live and learn, and that's why we have Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you can practice and prepare for, you know, your F&M, your tournaments that truly matter. These are fun. I almost want to call them hangout tournaments. Yes, it does cost to get in, but it's predominantly here. It's a friendly environment. We allow proxies. 10-card proxy at Titan Thursdays. 11-card proxies here at the Zone, the home of the tiniest toilet allowed by law. A toilet so small, I'm surprised it does not violate the Geneva Convention. Okay, Senior's gonna start us off this game. I believe Damien's probably gonna mill himself down to a ley line once again, seeing just how beefy effective it truly was against Burn. But we'll have to find out, and also see if the ley line will cooperate. It doesn't always like to cooperate 2 games in a row, but we're gonna find out. Alright, Senior's going to start us off by putting a mountain into play, more than likely. I believe that's his only land. Senior not keeping that, throwing it back. Damien looks like is going to keep his. And hopefully that means that he has the ley line to keep himself strong, large, and in charge. 4, 5, 6. Senior scoops up his 6 and will make a determine. Let's see here. We got land, bolt, 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 bolt. I mean, it still only has the 1 land, so it's a crapshoot. I think with that 1 land, he can cast 3/4 of his hand. He's gonna send the land to the bottom. Okay. Thought you would want the oh, he already has an Inspiring Vantage. Never mind. What I thought was a mountain was an Inspiring Vantage. Damien not starting off with a Leyline of Sanctity for some unknown reason. He's going to start off with a Slippery Boggle after he casts, after he places down the Horizon Canopy, and having to pay the life for the green mana to put down the Slippery Boggle. And then Senior responds in kind with a Bolt to the face. Bolt to the face. Alright. And he's going to shock himself with a Sacred Foundry and play. Something, possibly, maybe. Passes turn? Question mark? He's got a Lava Spike. He's got Boros Charm. And it's probably a Lightning Helix. Passes the turn back to Damien. Damien's gonna let him kill himself. Now, if Senior does have Eidolons. Eidolon is a fantastic card against Boggles. And Damien goes suiting up with a Rancor and an Ethereal Armor. That was the wrong thing to search for. That one. What? Good lord. Ethereal Armor. Gets +1/+1 first strike for each enchantment you control. So swung in for a mighty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Senior down to 15. Or yeah. 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He should have swung for 5. I don't think he's gained life unless it was a there might have been a Lightning Helix exchange, because Damien is down to 8 life. And he really needs a Leyline to stay relevant in this game, or he's going to relegate himself out of this game. Ooh, that's going to be a game changer. Hook it up with a Daybreak Coronet. So that makes him a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power with lifelink. Boros Charm. It's going to take Damien down to 4. And Damien's going to respond in kind for 9. It's going to put Senior all the way down to 7 and Damien way up to 13. There we go. The difference one card will make. And he does have Vigilance. And he's first striking. And he's trampling. And there's the GG's. Damien, after forgetting how Boggles works in game number 1, solidly fires up with a comeback in games 2 and 3. And not even needing the ley line in game number 3. So Damien pulls off the victory. Mike Sr. picks up his his first loss to go with his first win. And so Damien pulls even. Now is it a respectable 3-3 on the year. And we're just getting started as it is only February. So let's see here. 6, there were 3 undefeateds, and then there should be 2 undefeateds. You know what? Snow responded last time. I would like Danzy if there is a round 3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Gracious gradius. Oh, good on Damien. Good on Damien. He got there. He's doing pretty good this year. He's doing pretty good. And I want Danzy up if we're going to do a round 3, so that's going to put Danzy on the blue side, unless he plays Mike Sr. There is a possibility you could play up against Sr. If that happens, then Danzy will stay on. Will go on red, although he does like to go on blue. While we're getting going for round number 3, I'm going to remind everybody that we are still collecting subscriptions over on the YouTube channel. That's The Zone 521 if you're not watching me there already. I'd like to, if you would hit that subscribe button, because you know, it helps me out, helps us all out, lets us be relevant. And when we reach that 100 subscriber mark for the first time this year, we are going, or for the first time, we are going to be slapping the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. He wants it to happen. We really want to do it to him, but we need your subscription to get there. So go over to YouTube, The Zone 521, hit that subscribe button, and together we can slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. And next, I would like to remind everybody as well that we are still collecting brown Oofies for the Oofy Preserve. The Ice Age brown Oofy is a horribly, horribly mistreated common. He's very sad. He's very not happy with the way he's been treated. But there is hope for this little bugger. I have opened up the Oofy Preserve to help rescue and save as many of these little Ice Age brown Oofies as possible, but I can't do it alone. I still need your help. So If you would like to help, you can put your Ice Age Brown Oofies in an envelope and send them to the address right there on your screen. That's Titan Games, care of the Oofy Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois, 61616. And every Oofy received will get a show off, a shout out, and my personal gratitude, because an Oofy saved is a happy Oofy, and I want the Oofies to be happy. I'm going to step aside here for just a few moments while we get ready for round number 3, and I'll be back in just a teeny time. Okay, so there's not going to be a third round, because Scott and the captain drew in round 1. You know, it's funny when Miracles goes up against Tron, and you know you go to time. So there's not going to be a round 3. It looks like Damien won. Yeah, because Scott. Yeah, Damien would have been the only undefeated, because Snell, they drew, Senior beat Snell, Damien beat Danzy, and then Damien beat Senior. So Damien, clear winner. Yeah, good for him. Fantastic. So we're going to get ourselves a little bit of bonus magic going on here. And while that's happening, I can finish off my my little doodle cutout here. I'm gonna export you as a dark watcher. That's Dusk Watch. Wrong place. There we go. I guess I can. Bam. There we go. Okay. So it looks like seniors start opening up with a goblin, goblin guide. It's been a long day. It's been a long, long day. Let's see here. I'll get Dusk. Bam. She looking good. She looking real good. You know, she's just gonna be here, like just looking out. Her and the blue cow could be hanging out, watching. I really want to hook up some chaw. Oh, all right. Looks like Scott fired off a timely reinforcements. It's a mana tide. There's no miracle there. Stan Hansen. It is Stan Hansen. I guess I could just do like some brown. It's got down to 16 life, and senior looking like he's close to being out of gas, maybe. And Scott has taken 1 more damage. And Scott down to 3, it looks like. Senior just taking it to the hole. Alright, gotta get the brush. And it looks like Senior got there over Scott. Fantastic. Beefy beat down. That guy right there. Okay. That cut it a little bit. Yeah, it cuts it a little bit. There we go. All right, Senior starting off with Taylor and a rest in peace. I'm not going to let Scott have access to that there graveyard of his. And Scott asking how many cards in hand. It looks like Senior has a grip of 5. And we're going to Mana Leak the rest in peace. And Swift Spear gets in for 2. To put in Blood Moon comes down. That's going to keep Scott off of blue for a little bit. Unless he decides to counter it, of course. And swing for 2. And Scott's going to Pather in response. So Senior's going to go out and dig himself a Plains, probably. Yep. Don't want to take yourself completely off of white if you can help it. And he's going to pass turn back over to Scott. Scott, who is on 1 white, 1 red mana currently, just doesn't have any blue or blower or I don't know. And Senior's going to follow it up with nothing. He's going to tap that for red. And there's Tara Swiftspear. She's back. And a Goblin Guide. And Lightning Helix. That's going to send Senior up to 23 and Scott to a measly 12. And Taylor goes attacking and he gets in for 2-4. Puts Scott to 8. And there's nothing Scott can do. He scoops it up, and Senior walks away. Yeah, rest in peace and a Blood Moon. He's asking him if these things are really good against him, and Scott's like, oh, the Blood Moon definitely. Maybe not quite so, the rest in peace, but, well, there it is. That's going to do us. We had 2.5 good rounds. Sorry for the flurburb at the beginning. Not much I could do when the equipment decides, hey, I don't want to work right now. But we did get 2 solid matches out of Snell and Senior, and then Damien v Senior. And I dare I say the good guys won in all cases. Senior showed Snell the burn pile, and Damien let Burn have it with a Boggle Beats. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say that we're done for tonight. Fantastic evening. Again, we had 6 show up, so not too bad. Good level of competition with these peoples. And yeah, that's, oh, did I miss that? No, it just came up. I don't want to pay that much for it. So anyway, that's going to do me for this episode. It's been fantastic being with you all. I'm glad Justin was able to stop by. You should go check him out over on his Twitch channel, ELYMI, Eat Like You Mean It, and his mystical purple eyes. I've been Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve! Have a good night, have a great evening, and I'll be back on Thursday.